Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been so many long days that I was not speaking anything on this podcast because I was busy in some of the unnecessary stuff that is not at all required based on the work that I do, the targets that I have to achieve, the dreams that I have. Well, I think that sometimes what happens that we get lost in our tracks and suddenly we have to realize that the things that you are chasing or the things that you are working on not at all creating any value in your life. Well, let's say that you realize it right now, so make sure that start working on it. Whatever has time that you have already been spent on the things that are not at all required, that's fine. Start working on the things that are useful, that are going to create a real value in your life and give you the maximum benefit in next day or the next year. The small improvement that you are practicing daily or that you are following daily, that need to be done every single day. Starting with my podcast with a very positive liner that discipline beats anything that anyone is doing. If you are consistent, even if you are putting a very small effort, one day you are going to become a best at whatever you are doing. So at least have some patience, wait for few more days. If you have already invested your money, your time, your efforts, then don't worry about the result. You will get the results if you have already invested your hard work. Now, today I'm not going to talk about the motivational speech because multiple time I have recorded several sessions that are related to motivational discipline, consistency, and the resilience. These types of things. I believe that everyone are aware of these topics, but today I'm going to talk about the politics and the what's happening across the globe. So now today I have watched one video, and video says that how the global politics is now being shaping up. And there was one teacher who was predicting all the things that are happening in 2026. What he has done, he was mentioning that the US will going to attack Venezuela, and as well as the US will attack Iran because he was wanted to create a blockade to China, because China's economy is totally dependent on the fuel, and they get the fuel from Israel, Iran, and the Saudi countries. However, he also predicted that in this war of Iran and America, nobody is going to become a winner. The Iran will go back to the way more decade behind, because of the US is going to bombard Iran, and at the same time, the Israel is the one who's going to emerge as a superpower. All the companies, the big giant, will move to Israel, and they will start creating a surveillance system, as the Israel already has its one. After that, what will eventually will happen that the dominance will shift towards the Israel. The countries like India, Pakistan, and the eastern countries will now become a kind of a goal. They will club each other and they'll become the best version. Now they're talking about that what is happening and how the things are working on. What we need to do is we need to finalize that what the things are happening. Now talking about the things, the talking about the things that are happening, what we need to do is we need to work on the critical thinking, the impacts that are happening, the way the things are working on. So he explains everything. The video is getting viral in 2026 because whatever he has predicted now looks like that everything is going as per his the video that he has prepared. But the one thing that I have noticed that uh, considering the current situation, the US is not able to completely destroy Iran, and also Iran is not able to win the war. However, the talking about the Israel will become the superpower. I think the Israel is the one who will not able to become a superpower, because I what my personal belief is that Israel doesn't have the capacity to deal with Iran itself. Then how can they can become a superpower? Well, there could be some other possibility that I'm not considering into the consideration as of now. but might be in future they could done something differently which can make them a superpower. But as of now, what I can see from my side or the analysis that I has is not going to give any extra edge to them. Talking about the country, specifically the United States, I think the United States is far more superior country, and it has a military power and the technology, and it's the technology which has everything. It has the GPS, and the GPS knows everything, and the set of the data they have, the AI technology that they are working with, the cloud, and you n number of things. And the Silicon Valley is there. If you just an example, if you can imagine a country who has a Silicon Valley where a lot of researches are going on, and the people are able to make the big companies like Google and see the if there is military grade, how better they can make anything with the help of the military technology. So consider if we are imagining that the US has the better military power, and if we are saying that at the same time any other country will come and easily become a superpower, it is not going to happen easily. The US is not a country which can easily give up. They will fight until their last breath, and we have seen there are a lot of political figures that came into the picture now being lost. When I was watching global politics regularly, I was seeing that the JD Vance is the one who is being portrayed as a next upcoming president of United States. But later the JD Vance we were not able to see JD Vance in regularly on news, and the Marco Rubio is the one who was continuously started appearing on the news channels. And at the same time, there are a lot of friction that is happening across the globe, and people wanted to see and enjoy the things happening. But in reality, there are a lot of things that we cannot understand because we are a very common person and we don't know that how the entire world is running on. If you want to learn more about it, I think that you have to go and understand the deeper understanding of the macro level of economics, and also understand the psychology behind the money and the fame, power, and everything. These all play a very critical role, and it shapes the entire world's future. There are people, few are visible easily, and there are few people who are not able, we cannot see them, but they are the one who put their all the effort to run the show of the world. The big banks like JP Morgan, Chase, and these are the one who are circulating the trillions of money across the globe, and that trillions of money hold a lot of value that we not able to see with our naked eyes. Considering the what is happening, how the things were working, and the choices that the people are making, it's a far more better option, far more difficult and different. Every news article, every news website, if you look and see, and you will find out that everyone has their different opinion. But what matters is that you have to see and make your narrative about the war situation, because no matter the age of the digital era, we cannot certainly convince that one thing is right, the one thing is accurate. So in order to enhance the accuracy and the level of things that are happening across the globe, what we need to do is we need to put our perspective, our mindset, and finally we need to figure it out that what is working for us, what is not working, and due to with the help of that we need to understand what all we can do, how better we can make things good, and finally we need to understand how we can be a better best person. Let's say that if we are looking at the things and understand that how the world will look like, it is going to give us a very more different perspective, and finally we need to work on the things that are is in our hand, and most of the time the things are uncontrollable because these are the top level things, and finally we need to understand that these decisions are quite bigger. I don't know like what I'm speaking, I lost the track of my thoughts. But why I'm about to end this podcast. This is after so long that I was not uploading a podcast, but this is how I started this. I will consider it as a warm-up exercises. I have done it. Well, that's all. That's okay from my side, and have a great day. I'll record few more today.